What is up, ladies and gents? My name is Silaire, and would you believe it? There's finally a Touhoumon game on Gen 4. It's not Gen 3. I don't need to worry about what types are physical and what types are special, and I don't need to be in Hoenn anymore. Thank God. I just hate Hoenn. I'm sorry. Not the Hoenn Dex, just specifically the region of Hoenn. I hate it so much. Nostalgia cannot overcome my Gen 3 fatigue. But yes, this is Touhoumon Heartgold. It is a, would you believe it, a Touhoumon hack for Pokemon Heartgold. I can't believe it. Never would have guessed from the title. Yeah, so this came out a week or two ago, I think. At least it was brought to my attention a week or two ago. And it is... I don't know how up-to-date it is in terms of, like, Touhou characters. I know it has its own type chart, and the forum post where I got the hack, which I will of course leave in the description, mentioned that this game has all of the Touhou characters through Touhou 18. That does leave certain characters kind of up for debate in my mind. Maybe not debate, but I don't necessarily know if that includes Mioi. I would assume it does, because Mioi's been around for a while now. But I'm less sure that, for instance, what's her name? Totetsu from Goyoku Ibun's going to be in. Goyoku Ibun technically, numerically, comes before 18, but it came out after 18, so and then finally, of course, Mizuchi is the biggest question that no one's asking because no one cares about Fell Detective Satori. But is she gonna be in? Where do the books fall? No one knows. So, aside from that, I assume pretty much everyone's going to be in. Those three are the only ones that I really have questions about, and even then, it's really just Totetsu and Mizuchi. I'm fairly certain Mioi would be in, but I have no real way of knowing. But yeah, with all that being said, let's just hop right on into it. I haven't played too much. I've played enough to make sure that we are not having the Heartgold, totally legitimate version issue of not having experience work. I fought some wild Pokemon, I fought a trainer. As far as I can tell, it's all working. So hopefully there won't be any issues. My totally legitimate DS has had some hitching issues. It's either that or using a different totally legitimate DS, where the issue is instead just like weird black pixels. It's a real issue with the Gen 4 games and Desmoom or Desmoomy. I have no clue how to pronounce it. So I'm using Melon DS. I don't know 100% how well that's going to work, but I guess we'll see. Hopefully the hitching isn't too big of an issue, and then if it winds up being an issue, then maybe I can switch to, what's it called? Desmoom, if it absolutely comes to that. I just hate the black pixels that make it look like my screen has dead pixels. I don't know what causes that. I fucked around with some of the graphical settings, and it just didn't fix anything, so who knows? But yes, I'm not terribly familiar with Heartgold either. I would say that this came out just at the edge of when I stopped caring about Pokemon for a while, because I was a big boy, and big boys don't like baby games. Pokemon is baby game, and I won't play it. And then, you know, Gen 6 eventually came out, and I was like, ah, fuck it. I'm a baby, goo goo gaga, and all that. And, yeah, I'm just mashing through the dialogue, because for the most part, this is, like, not important to read. I'm sure there are purists that are very upset that I'm not reading the dialogue. I don't think that's true. I don't think anyone actually cares that much. But I will start paying attention when people start telling me things I actually have to do. And also when it's not part that I've actually read before or played through before. So yes, we are going to see how this goes. Not a particularly special run in any capacity. I'd like to complete my decks, but I just don't know if that's feasible. While I assume there's not going to be trade evolutions, I don't know if, for instance, the starters are going to be available, among other things, so we'll see. I don't know what's going on with the left side of the screen. It looks kind of wonky, both on my end and on OBS's end. I don't know what's causing that, actually. Yeah, no, it's not actually just the left side. It's actually just like the border of the screen. I don't know what's up with that, but I guess it's not the biggest deal. I'll try to figure out what's going on with that between episodes, but we will see. So yes, we're going to choose our starter, rather rarely for a Touhoumon hack. It's not actually who you might think. It's not Marisa, Reimu, and Sanai. It's actually Alice, Raisin, and Sanai. Sanai's still in there. Guess the devs had a favorite, huh? I don't really know who it would be aside from Sanai. I mean, to be fair, Alice is kind of a weird pick as well. She's never really been a playable character. You know, it's... When you consider who, I mean, she has technically, right, in, well, was she playable in, what's it called, POFV? I don't recall. Maybe she was. I don't think she was, but maybe she was. When you include POFV, it makes a lot of characters weirdly playable. My criteria for being playable is, like, playable in 2 or more games, and that leads to some weird ones. The Phantasmagoria games in general, because there was also Phantasmagoria of Dim Dream, which technically means that Mima counts as a playable character, which I suppose a lot of people who don't particularly know about the PC98 games would be surprised by. I was surprised by it, you know. Maybe the reason I know this will come to fruition one day. But, yeah, there's weird... Chirno, Aya. Aya's technically a playable character by that metric. Lots of weird ones. I mean, I say lots of weird ones. Those are the 2 weirdest ones to me. Even more so than Mima, because, like, nothing in PC98 could possibly be weird to me, because I'd have to, like... Weird is, like, subverting my expectations, or, like, counter to my expectations, and I don't have any expectations about PC98, because I don't know much about the PC98 games, to be honest. I think we need to talk to our mom again. Maybe? Yeah, she's gonna give us the puppet gear. And, yeah. The puppet gear, of course, everyone's favorite mechanic that everyone is so sad has never come back. It's, you know... not Gen 4, but specifically the Gen 2 remakes are kind of weird in that regard, because on one hand, everyone's like, please bring back Pokemon following you in the overworld. It's our one dream, Game Freak, please. But then, on the other hand, it's like shit like the Puppet Gear, or the Pokewalker. No one wants the Pokewalker to come back. I'm sure there's one dude that's like, I want the Pokemon Walker to come back. It's like, no, just play Pokemon Go, I guess. It's close enough. It's not really the same thing, but, like, you know. Anyway, we're gonna head to go get an egg, I guess. And meet with Professor Oak and all that business. But, yeah, I am looking forward to this. I don't know what to expect. I don't know the type chart. I think there were Touhoumon. I know that the type chart, for instance, isn't going to wind up being the same as Puppet Dance Performance, unfortunately. So I can't use my knowledge from that to go forward. Getting lucky, not getting any encounters, huh? And I'm holding down the B button. It is pure placebo. If even that. I'm not even convinced that I'm going faster. I'm just wishing I was. I guess I could just jump down here, can't I? Finally gonna get into our first battle with Lily White, and she fucking vibrates at me at incredibly high speeds. Got a high-frequency Lily White here, and unfortunately we don't have any balls this early, or orbs, as they are called in this game. So, unfortunately, we don't have the good ability. That's unfortunate. But yes, we will not be able to catch anyone quite yet. What is the ult ability for Alice? I know she has, like, Iron Barbs as one of her abilities. I don't remember what this ability was. It is... Oh, Magic Barrier. I mean, Magic Barrier's not bad, actually. Alice has 2 good abilities, then. And, of course, this was before hidden abilities existed. So, we don't have a 3rd ability that we need to consider whether or not it's good enough. But, yes, I do look forward to a new experience. It's nice. You know, I was kind of joking about it earlier when talking about being free from the tyranny of Generation 3, but, like, I just don't... I've gone through Gen 3 too many damn times, man. If I never had to look at the Gen 3 tile set again, it would be too soon. In particular, I just hate Hoenn. Like, I'm gonna make the controversial statement that IGN was right and there is too much damn water in Gen 3. I hate surfing. I hate surfing so much. It is just blue caves. And no one likes caves, but everyone's like, oh, but the water is fine. No, fuck it. I hate Gen 3. I hate Hoenn so much. It's despite, like... I'm contrary to a lot of people where it's like the first Pokemon game they played was the best one. Nah. Gen 3 sucks. I hate it. I hate it so much. It is entirely down to me being tired of Gen 3, for the record. It is purely Gen 3 fatigue. It's like when I found out about Pokemon randomizers, I did like fucking 20 Emerald randomizers over one summer, and I never want to look at Gen 3 again as a result. I don't know how speedrunners do it, man. I legitimately am... I gained so much appreciation for speedrunners' ability to just resist the fatigue that comes with playing a game that many times as a direct result of me getting way too into randomizers for a short period of time. I wonder if the randomizer has updated any time. No, there's nothing over here. I don't know. I'm not really yearning for any more randomizer runs for the time being, but you know, I do have to wonder if I suppose where the randomizer left off is pretty much all you could feasibly want a randomizer to randomize, right? There's not really any glaring... I mean, you can randomize stats, you can randomize types, you can randomize evolutions, fucking move PP and base power and type, and it's just... What else is there to randomize, I wonder? So I suppose that's why the universal randomizer hasn't been updated in a while. What about randomizing cries? Surely everyone agrees that that's something they care about, right? I wonder how... Like, getting your average Pokemon fan to, like, a Gen 3... Oh, Chen shows up here. Interesting. Getting your person to play, like an average Pokemon fan, to play a Gen 3 game with the cries randomized. I wonder how long it would take for them to realize that they were randomized. I don't know, man. People who, like, actually can remember all of the different Pokemon cries they're a different breed, man. That's wild to me. It is not memorable enough for me, personally. I can't believe we're outspeeding a Chen. Is Chen just not particularly fast in Touhoumon? Is that only a puppet dance performance thing? My knowledge of puppet dance performance is a lot more recent than my knowledge of Touhoumon, considering I don't think I have played a Touhoumon game since... Probably Scarlet Emerald, way back in the day. That piece of shit. I hate that so much. Why am I checking? No, I want to check Alice's speed stat. Does she have a plus speed nature or something? Is that what's going on here? Somewhat of a clown. Yeah, same, sister. No, she's just kind of fast. Decently fast. Either that or Chen's just slow. Maybe that Chen had a minus speed nature, or maybe Chen's are just slow in general. I do not know. Again, that's more of puppet dance performance knowledge than Touhoumon knowledge, and considering the majority of my Touhoumon playtime was in fucking Scarlet Emerald, maybe that's not the best benchmark for Touhoumon knowledge. You know what the worst part is, man? I beat that game, and then I thought that I'd uploaded it, and I didn't. I didn't upload it, so that fucking series is just perpetually incomplete, despite the fact that I suffered enough to complete it. Oh my god, if I never have to look at... Maybe my hatred of Emerald and, like, the Gen 3 games comes from Scarlet Emerald more so than me replaying fucking Gen 3 too much. Because that fucking hack, man, oh my god. It's just, like, the laziest fucking hard you can possibly get of just everything being drastically overleveled, excluding wild Pokemon. So you're just grinding on level 30s to get to level 70, and it is just pure fucking agony. That broke me, man. That was like... That really tested how much fucking grinding I was willing to do for anything. God. So hopefully, Puppet Touhou Heartgold, Touhoumon Heartgold is not going to be that bad. I can't assume that it is. I cannot possibly imagine Heartgold being that bad. That's just like, that is just a level of like borderline incompetence that I don't think can be replicated unintentionally. You know, I guess the devs were trying to go for like I mean, I'm pretty sure the hack itself has been like scoured from the internet at this point. And by scoured from the internet, I think I just mean like the forum post it originally came from got deleted. But I just, you know, I think even the romhack creator knew that they maybe went a little bit too far in terms of hard. There was no joy in overcoming challenges in Scarlet Emerald. It was just pure agony. It was just, oh yeah, I sure did outwit them by grinding up to level fucking 70. It's like, when your hack borderline requires people to grind by running a team full of mons with pickup, so you just pick up rare candies, that's when you've maybe gone a little bit too far. Anyway, all that being said, we're playing Touhoumon Heartgold, God bless, not Scarlet Emerald, and now we're going to fight the rival, and I'm sure, I mean, his canon name's Silver, right? But that's not lame enough for him, so I'll find something else to play, or find something else to call him. Fuck it, I'm just gonna call him Boy. The game says his name is Boy, then his name is Boy. I only got to level 6. I barely got any encounters over the course of that little track. So this might actually be slightly challenging. And we're getting a remix of Magus Knight, which is objectively, by the objective metric of me, oh yeah, she wasted a turn on something that doesn't work! Woo! Magus Knight, of course, objectively, the best or the best theme Mars has ever had. I'm firmly of the opinion that it goes, Magus Knight, then Casket of Stars, then Love Colored Master Spark. That's my, I don't know if she has any other themes that I'm forgetting. She probably does, but that's my personal tier list for, what I think the best one is. I like Magus Knight a lot. Definitely my favorite. Is one of my favorite Touhou themes in general, to be honest. I'm quite a fan, but... No, why would I know who you are? I mean, now I do, because you just dropped your trainer card. But, you know, my guy, my character, canonically, according to me, is illiterate and couldn't read it. So he's just like, his name was... Boy. That was him. Anyway, let's heal up real quick. I made that mistake while testing of... God damn it. I made the mistake while testing that I didn't heal up and just had to make the long trek back, and then there was no way to heal once I got home, and it was just a miserable experience. So this time I'm going to remember to heal. Nice. What do the people here do? What is your deal, man? Okay, I guess you were talking about the box. Alright. They don't have anything important to say. They're not going to give me any free shit. So I don't care about them. Maybe someone does eventually, but that's a lot of talking that I'd have to do that I just don't. Again, my character's illiterate. Ignore the fact that you don't need to be literate to, like, understand what people are saying. As it stands, my character hasn't really been paying attention to what people are saying, so maybe he's just not all there in general. Eventually I'm going to have to start paying attention, because again, I don't really know the progression of Heartgold all that well. I guess we're going back here to talk to Elm. Fucking bald ass. It's just... Maybe I shouldn't make fun of people for balding, considering I myself am balding, but, you know, that's the fun, is you just... They can't get mad at you if you're also balding. But I'm not. I just want to be bald. I don't want to be balding. I want to be bald. Seems much easier than... There we go. It's Boy. Seems much easier than having hair, is all I'll say. But unfortunately, I am in the awful middle ground where I still have hair, but it's awful. Fucking receding-ass hairline just desperately running away from my face. I mean, I don't blame it. I run away from my face just as well, but unfortunately I can't. It's attached to me. Anyway, now we're gonna... Oh god, we have to do a catching tutorial? Ugh. You know, I have to wonder, is it not possible to remove the catching tutorial and all that business in romhack? Because I would assume that if you could, more romhack makers would remove it, because, with all due respect, whose fucking first Pokemon game is gonna be Touhoumon Heartgold, you know? You know? Like any ROM hack, I feel like you're not going to be playing ROM hacks if you're not familiar with Pokemon enough to understand how to catch them, you know? I guess with something like Touhoumon, there might be a slight difference, because, like, the whole Touhou thing might pull someone in when they otherwise weren't interested in Pokemon, but I don't know, man. I feel like even then, if you're into Touhou, you're at least enough of a massive fucking dweeb to know how to catch Pokemon, you know? Do not try to steal my money to fund your crippling... I'm trying to see if there's anything in here that would belie an addiction, but no. I mean, there's no toilet, but, you know, that's just... Characters in video games don't have to use the bathroom. Or eat. That's just video game anatomy 101. We don't have stomachs. That's the dream. My ultimate dream is to become the protagonist of a Bethesda game, so that I don't have to eat or sleep or use the restroom, but I still can if I want to. That's the dream, you know? I mean, I suppose you can't really... I think the only thing you can do in a toilet in a Bethesda game is drink from it, which is... I'm okay with not having that ability. Oh shit! A rat! I like Nazrin. I would not be opposed to a Nazrin. She's not really one of my favorites, but I do like rats. I would have a rat if it were up to me. I would get a rat. I like rats. They're very cute. People don't like rats because there's a stigma around them, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like that stigma's been kind of falling away as time goes on. I feel like a lot more people are familiar with the fact that rats are very cute. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just the circles I run in. Maybe I'm just part of the rat enthusiast community and I don't even know it. But I don't know, man. I like rats. I'd get a rat for sure. Would I name it Nazrin? Shut the fuck up. Maybe I would. You can't prove it. Look, I'm sure there are plenty of people who named their rats Splinter because they like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I think it's fine if I name my rat Nazrin, my hypothetical rat that I'm probably never going to get, because as much as I like rats, I don't like pets dying, you know? I've had, you know, not a ton of pets die. You know, I've had 2 dogs and 2 gerbils, which, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I guess it's a decent amount of pet death, I guess. But, like, I don't know, man. I don't feel like I'd be able to take a pet dying really young. And, like, rats, they don't live very long, I don't think. I don't know that much about rats. I just know that our gerbils only lived for, like, 2 or 3 years. Maybe not 2 or 3 years. Well, they didn't live for very long, that's for sure. God. I don't want to talk about those gerbils, though. The way that went down it was very sad, because, you know, they never really got along all that well. And one of them passed, and it was tragic, because the other one, like, while she was on her deathbed, the other gerbil, despite not getting along that well, was just by her side the entire time, and it was so sad. His poor Scamper was the one that lived a bit longer. Poor dude was just inconsolable afterwards. It was very, very depressing. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna handle, like, my cat's or current dog dying. It's gonna happen eventually, but I don't want to think about that because I love them too much. Maybe not my dog. I do love my dog, even if she is the worst, stinkiest, most terrible beast that ever did live. So now we're going to Violet City. This is just going to say that it's Cherry Grove, right? Yeah. How do we get to Violet? Is it up here? Or is it like the gate back to the right? I don't actually know. There was nothing really else going on up in the left-hand corner, I don't think. So it must be over here, right? Probably. Don't answer that. Unless you can answer it in real time, in which case feel free to answer it. I don't think you can. It would be very impressive if I just got a text from someone who's like, yes, this is the way you get to Cherry Grove City. I'd be a little scared. Alright, also not Cherry Grove, it's Violet City. Are we going here? Hello. You can't climb ledges. Yeah, that's true. I do happen to know that. Alright, I will be sure to look everywhere, except for the route we just left. That's fine. I will come back there eventually. Probably in my own time. I don't necessarily think running around in grass a million times over is going to be the most... Like, it would be one thing if I knew how many things there were to catch in any given route, but because I don't, because it's not like there's going to be, that's very cute. It's not like there's going to be a... What's it called? A Bulbapedia or a Cerebi specifically for Touhoumon hacks, you know? Oof, not very effective. Is sound type a thing in this game? I don't know. I would assume so. I would assume if Kyoko has a unique typing, it would probably wind up being sound. Alright, that's probably low enough for an early route. Oh, I should go back and get more balls. I don't know why I said balls like that, but fuck it. Balls. Oh. Oh. Hey, Kyoko. Kyoko's a cutie. I don't necessarily know what my ultimate team is going to wind up looking like, aside from the fact that Joon and Yugi are 100% going to be in, because they're my favorites. Probably Satori as well. A friendly yokai that echoes shouts in the mountains. She's Dream type. Okay, so Sound type isn't in this game. That's alright. Let's go back and get some more balls. I don't even think I'm able to replicate the first way I said balls. It was just very strange. Like I was choking on the word. Don't make any comments about that. Shit, man. It's gonna be annoying to go all the way back, but I guess it's something that has to be done. I mean, it doesn't have to be done, but it has to be done for my peace of mind. So let's go back here. May as well heal up Kyoko while we're here. And get some more balls. Every time I'm pronouncing it differently. Alright, yes. Heal up Kyoko. Thank you. Nice. Yeah, I guess I can actually check over here on the map. I could check my own map, but that's not fun. Yeah, it just says to the north and then the west. Yeah, I assume that I'm going the right way. I will assume, based on nothing. Alright, let's go ahead. We'll get a couple of potions as well, I suppose. I'm always loath to use potions, but I'm trying to break that habit. Oh, you don't sell what I need, actually. I do recall that you're the one who sells normal balls. How many balls do I reckon I can afford? I mean, I can just get 20. Sure. And we won't get any potions, actually, because fuck it. I suppose I should have bought less than that. I should have bought, like, 10, just to maximize my efficiency when it comes to money, but that's okay. I don't think min-maxing my money is that important as of right now, so let's... you know what? I don't know how far out Violet City is, so I think I'm actually going to call it... Wait a minute. Hold up. That sign does not appear to be in the right place. Wait, hold up. That sign looks like it's part of the tree. Oh no, I've never noticed that before. I mean, I suppose it makes sense that I never noticed it before, considering I've never really played much of Heartgold. But oh man, Alright, let's go somewhere I'm not going to be distracted by that. And say that, yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I have been Silaire, of course, and I hope you have a wonderful day.